Yesterday evening, precisely at 9 p.m. Central European Time, NASA quietly dropped something that has already shaken the scientific community to its core. Without any dramatic build-up, no theatrical countdown, just a simple briefing. And yet it contained the sharpest, clearest, most revealing images ever captured of an interstellar object. What the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter recorded does more than answer long-standing questions. It opens new doors. Doors we didn't even realize existed. Welcome back. Since July, we've followed the unpredictable, almost theatrical journey of 3I/ATLS, the third confirmed interstellar visitor our solar system has ever encountered. We watched its strange, dramatic brightening, tracked its risky plunge around the sun, and questioned almost every frame of footage captured. What is this thing? Why is it behaving like this? What secrets does it carry from another star system? Many thought it was simply a comet. Others whispered about alien probes. A few wondered whether this was something entirely new. Then on November 19th, at exactly 9 p.m. CET, NASA finally spoke. And the information they presented is astonishing. The Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, the spacecraft that usually spends its days mapping the Martian surface, was in the right place at the right time for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. On October 2nd, while 3I/ATLS moved behind the Sun from Earth's perspective, Mars had the perfect view. 30 million kilometers might sound like a massive distance, but in cosmic terms, this was practically a close-up portrait. 10 times closer than 3I/ATLS will ever come to Earth. The HiRISE camera on board the orbiter captured something no one expected at this distance. A clean, sharply defined nucleus. Not a blurry dot, not a streak. A real structured object, wrapped in a glowing coma of vaporized gases. It was exactly the kind of image scientists have dreamed of capturing for decades. Then NASA Associate Administrator Amit Kshatriya opened the conference with a sentence that cut through months of speculation. This interstellar object is a comet, and it behaves like a comet. Simple, direct, definitive. But behind that simplicity lies something far deeper. For months, wild theories circulated online. Could it be a fragment of an alien megastructure? A dormant extraterrestrial probe? A hyperdense asteroid unlike any seen before? That one sentence was NASA's way of saying, relax. This is nature, not technology. Yet the data says this is not like the comets born in our solar system. But before we get there, the images revealed even more. A visible tail, short, compact, but unmistakably formed by solar wind interactions. And the biggest surprise? The dramatic brightening event we all witnessed in late October wasn't a mysterious surge. It wasn't artificial activity, nor something exotic. It was, according to NASA, a completely natural outburst. A reaction to intense solar heating. But even though the behavior is normal, the scale was enormous, far beyond what we typically see in our own comets. This object is behaving like a comet, but an interstellar comet, shaped by conditions we have never observed up close before. The big question, of course, is, where did 3I/ATLS actually come from? This is where the plot deepens. Over the past 2 weeks, the European Space Agency's ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter performed one of the most technically impressive deep space observations ever recorded. Designed to study the atmosphere of Mars, it was never intended to track interstellar objects. And yet it did precisely that. The new trajectory calculations from ESA improved our understanding of its path by a factor of 10. Not 2 times, not 5, 10. With this precision, scientists can now rewind the object's journey millions, even billions of years into the past with extraordinary accuracy. And so far, everything points to one haunting conclusion. 3I/ATLS originated from the galactic fringe zone, a dark, cold region of the Milky Way resting between the spiral arms. A region mostly empty, untouched, filled with ancient material that has drifted in silent darkness since the dawn of time. But there's a twist. We cannot say which star system 3I/ATLS originally belonged to. After 7 billion years of drifting, that star may no longer exist. The planetary system it once orbited might have been destroyed, swallowed by a red giant, thrown apart by stellar interactions, or simply faded into obscurity. This object may be the last surviving fragment of a world that died before our solar system was even born. When we look at it, we are looking at a frozen messenger from an era older than Earth, older than the Sun, older than anything humanity has ever touched. So here's a question for you. How many interstellar visitors do you think slip through our system every year unnoticed? 10? 100? 1,000? Some astronomers believe the real number might be closer to 10,000, each one silently passing through, unobserved, unnoticed, a ghost drifting between stars. NASA's new data didn't stop at images. The James Webb telescope, our most powerful infrared observation, captured detailed spectrographic analysis of the coma, the thin envelope of gas surrounding 3I/ATLS. The composition includes carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, frozen water vapor, and dust grains. The fundamentals are familiar, but the proportions are not. The chemical ratios differ measurably from any comet born in our solar system. These aren't random variations. These are fingerprints of an alien environment. Differences in temperature, differences in elemental abundance, differences in radiation exposure. Everything about this object's chemistry screams, I was not born here. Another surprising discovery. The surface is surprisingly smooth. After 7 billion years traveling through cosmic radiation and micrometeorite impacts, scientists expected a heavily cratered, rough exterior. Instead, they found an unexpectedly uniform surface. Why? Because for most of its life, 3I/ATLS traveled for regions of space so empty that only a few atoms floated in every cubic centimeter. Imagine drifting through perfect silence for billions of years, untouched, unscarred, unaltered. That is what this object has experienced. So why does NASA care so much about a frozen piece of rock and ice from another star system? Because this was a test, one NASA was waiting for. Every day, millions of asteroids and comets pass through our solar neighborhood. Most are known, most are predictable. But every once in a while, something unexpected shows up. Something that challenges our ability to detect, track, and understand objects that move in unpredictable ways. 3I/ATLS became an international rehearsal for the day something dangerous appears. NASA Administrator Amit Kshatriya revealed that the rapid tracking, data sharing, orbital refinement, and telescope coordination was intentional. A full systems test of planetary defense infrastructure. Within 24 hours of discovery, over 30 observatories around the world were sharing data in real time. NASA, ESA, private telescopes, universities, a global response network locked into place faster than anyone expected. This was no accident. This was preparation. If a future object, interstellar or local, ever poses a threat, humanity now has a playbook. And this moment, this quiet event, proved the system works. As of now, 3I/ATLS is fading. Its brightness decreases each night as it moves farther from the sun. Soon it will slip beyond the reach of even our most powerful telescopes. In a few years it will cross Pluto's orbit. After that it will drift into the void. In a few million years, perhaps it will enter another star system. Perhaps another civilization will wonder where this ancient wanderer came from, just as we did. Perhaps they will look at it and realize that it was a messenger from a time before their world existed. The beauty of interstellar objects is not just what they are, but what they represent. They connect solar systems. They carry clues across the galaxy. They're cosmic letters written billions of years ago, traveling endlessly through space, searching for someone capable of reading them. Thank you for watching. And before you go, tell me this. How many interstellar visitors do you think slip by us every year, unseen, uncounted? Let me know your guess in the comments.